you have been in this space for a while, everyone is calling for government to act and end illegal mining. But it's not as if government hasn't shown some sort of commitment, especially in the beginning of the administration that we are currently under. The president put his presidency on the line. There was a time where men were deployed to ensure they halt illegal mining activities. But then we still failed in that fight. So what different approach would you suggest government adopt in their fight against illegal mining this time, Doc?
Thank you very much. Good morning to your viewers and listeners. First of all, permit me to indicate that people calling for government to place a ban on illegal mining, it's as if it has been legal, and so we just want to ban it now. As the name connotes, and I'm happy the president of UTAG has referred to that, it's illegal. And we have to actually eradicate illegal activities in our space because the havoc it is wreaking is unimaginable. And the fact that it's illegal, it is not something that we have to negotiate with. So to place a ban on it is, place a ban on it, I feel is an inappropriate choice of word to use. We must necessarily fight it. Right. So in the beginning, government adopted very aggressive measures to address the situation, and it hasn't worked. And if you go back in history, right from the late 1970s to date, governments have always adopted militarization and always criminalizing and yet we are not getting to suggest that government should adopt a more civil method to address this issue than militarization and victimization of practitioners in the field. One, I suggest that the government should suspend all small-scale mining activities currently going on, and also suspend all exploration activities, whether exploration that have been advanced by large-scale junior companies or small-scale. These should all be suspended, not banned, but suspended. And then also we take an inventory of all activities going on. If government issues a legal declaration of suspension of all, one, small-scale mining activities, and two, exploration activities on the field. This is the time then to scout. To go on the field and to also deploy Earth observatory technology like satellite and also RPAs, remotely piloted aircrafts, across to identify who are still on site. And this makes it possible for us to take inventory of people who are illegally mining in our water bodies and also in the forest areas. And then also we can also conduct an audit of current exploration concessions that have been granted by the Minerals Commission, and then also overlay these because the Commission has all the details and the data of all concessions granted for exploration activities, where illegal mining activities are taking place, and then we will also be able to identify the districts and the communities where these are taking place, then the duty bearers in these areas, talking about MMDAs, MCEs, DCs must be brought to book, and including the traditional leaders whose communities host these activities must be summoned to answer to Ghanaians, because we all owe these duties to Ghana. And then once we do this, then we can continue to conduct a consistent and persistent observation of the fields that have been actually identified as hosting illegal mining activities, and also within the water bodies that have been identified as hosting illegal mining activities. If these are done in a more transparent manner, as we discussed this on a live program, these can also be done on live program. Okay, so inventories have been taken as small-scale mining activities legally. Small-scale mining activities have been suspended. Exploration activities have also been suspended. And these are those that are still in the field and can be deemed as either one, illegal miners, or two, contravening government directive or directive from the authorities, and then can also be summoned to answer. Then also I encourage that we have to engage the courts, the court systems, to actually establish an emergency court system to actually address those that could be arrested out of these measures that can be put in place. And I suggest further that once court actions can be expedited, and then also we can immediately take these actions and deploy Earth observatory and technologies to identify these areas, we will have a headway than to say just ban or stop. Mining takes a lot. It involves a lot of investment. And for all you know, there are those that are legally mining and do not entertain illegal mining. But when you stop it altogether, when are we going back to operate? And a lot of people run into losses. But I suggest immediate suspension of exploration. Mind you, some of the people go under the cover of exploration, and yet they are doing illegal mining. Also, mind you that there's a difference between illegal mining and small-scale mining. We have small-scale miners who are legitimately mining responsibly, and we have people who are actually taking advantage of the presence of small-scale miners and also exploration activities to also undertake illegal activities. And those are those we have to fish out for. Those who have legal license to mine, when spotted as doing illegal mining activities, illegal mining activities include even if you have possessed to mine and you degrade water bodies, you degrade forest, you are illegally mining, you are doing illegal activities, and so should also be brought to book under these measures.